Hello, and welcome to, not actually an episode of the Kamen Rider Spirit podcast. I'm Zack, and today we're going to be talking about, apologies. Yes. See, over the past few weeks, we've kind of not been able to do the podcast. For one reason or another, both me and Tay have both been too busy to do the podcast as like a thing. Mostly Tay's been kind of more busy than I have been, but I wanted to kind of apologize to everyone for not getting episodes out on time and everything like that. And this is kind of how I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be going over some news and whatnot that has gone on for the past few weeks, tokusatsu-wise and everything. And then, pretty soon, me and Tay will be coming out with an episode of the actual podcast with, us talking about 3 of the episodes, catching us up to date with all the things that, we need to be caught up to date with. So hopefully it'll be pretty cool. When that actually does happen. I mean. But the thing is that I also have a kind of sort of announcement as far as the actual show goes. See, one thing is that a lot of the time Tay is kind of busy. A lot. She doesn't have, like, the best schedule to be doing the show just kind of whenever we need to do the show. So because of that, if we can't do it with her on the day that we need it to be done, which is from now on going to be Thursdays and whatnot. The new episode should be up on Thursday. But if we can't do it then what we want to do is have people who came in and also auditioned for the role as co-host for the show to come in and do the same thing, except basically be the co-host in replacement for Tay. So, as kind of like a countermeasure for us not being able to do it with Tay every week and whatnot, we'll bring in people who also want to be on the show and have them be part of the show in a fairly big way. They can return and everything, and it'll be really great and awesome, and I hope everybody likes it. It'll be pretty good. I hope it'll be pretty good. Point is, what we want to do is do all that, and hopefully it'll make everybody happy, and we'll have an episode out every Thursday. And if you have like a voice recording that you want to bring in and be part of the show, then go ahead and do that and everything. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Also, if you want to actually be on the show and you sent me a voice thingy already, you're going to have to give me your Skype so that we can add you onto the actual kind of group chat that we have for the Skype call thing. I'll like make an announcement on the whole thing when an episode is about to be made or whatever, and who we're going to be having as the guest co-host. But we'll work out the finer details a little bit later. So, for the time being, let's talk about things. Let's talk about the news that has happened over the past few weeks and how exciting all of it is. First of all, Hyper Beast and Infinity Wizard both got shown. They're brand new forms that are probably going to show up around episode 25 and episode Yeah, episode 30, because that's usually when both of those things happen. Um, at least I'm expecting that kind of thing to happen. Maybe Hyper Beast shows up next episode because of reasons. But who knows? Point is, both of those showed up, and there's very mixed reactions between the two different things. Hyper Beast looks pretty cool, I will say, but a lot of people have problems with it because it looks a lot like Meteor Storm in a lot of ways. And not so many people liked Meteor Storm, for very good reasons, I guess. There was a lot of reasons people didn't like it, but I can understand them. But I feel like it has a bit more, like, style and flair to it to make it look a lot better than Meteor Storm did. But that's just my opinion, I suppose. Infinity Wizard, on the other hand, looks amazing. Pretty much everyone agrees that he looks amazing, because he's made out of diamonds. He looks like he's made out of diamonds, at least. And, like, he has a blade axe thing, and God, he looks really cool. So, that's a thing that a lot of people are talking about, and I hope that, if nothing else, people like Hyper Beast better once he's in action, and hopefully after he gets his upgrade, Beast can stop being a jobber all the time and actually kill some real phantoms and not just ghouls. I hope. I can hope. Next thing is, Kyryuger actually came out and everything. We've been talking about a whole bunch of, like, rumors and stuff about it for a while and how hype we are about it. But it actually came out, and it's pretty freaking good. I really like it. I really like all of it, and it's, like, a really exciting, happy, feel-good show. It kind of reminds me of, like, what they did with Kamen Rider for Forze and everything. Forze was a really feel-good show, and because of that, a lot of people got really happy about it, because everything was happy, and friendship, and all that. And this seems really happy, too, and, like, samba, and dancing all the time, and dinosaurs. It's great. It's a pretty good show. If you have not seen Super Sentai before, I would suggest watching it, giving it a try, doing that. Sounds pretty good. Next bit of news is actually, again, Kyoryuger related. And it's that Kyoryu Gold, the sixth member of the Sentai, got pretty much confirmed at this point, which is pretty early for him to be confirmed, but he did. And, yeah, very electric powered, everything's, he has a, special sword that kind of looks like it works like a, weird scissor-like thing. It's really hard to say exactly how it works. It seems really weird, but it also is pretty cool. I'm hoping to see exactly what it does, as time goes on, I guess. But, he also has a, kind of claw buckler thing which he uses to transform, rather than, the gun that the other Kyoryuger have. So, he's pretty interesting. I hope to see things about him more pretty soon. So I'll have to see exactly how that goes. Next one is pretty silly. It's pretty silly. Hentai Kamen, which is a manga that is kind of, it's about this guy that's basically a superhero that wears like a really silly bikini-like thing and has panties on his face that kind of looks like a Kamen Rider mask in a way. It's getting a movie. It's getting a full-length live-action movie, and it looks ridiculous. It looks amazing and ridiculous, and I want to watch it so bad. And just, you gotta watch it. You gotta see this for yourself. You gotta see the trailer that's out at the moment, because the trailer's out at the moment. Just, I can't describe it. You gotta see it for yourself. Go ahead, do it. Do the thing. Watch it. Point is, that's one. Just do it. Watch it. Please. For the sake of everyone. You must. Give me a second. Hold on. While I, look up the next bit of news, because my computer's being fairly slow. Please forgive me. Oh, right. Next bit of news is both a cool and also not so great bit of news. As you know, because we talked about it before, Akiba Rangers Season 2 is happening. It's actually going to be premiering on April 6th. So stay tuned for that pretty soon. Thing is, though, the actress that played Akiba Blue is getting replaced by a different person who may or may not just kind of pretend to be the same character, because Toei, I guess. The reasons why the actress left in the first place is kind of up in the air, and nobody really knows why it happened. It's speculated that she felt like the first series ended on a good note and didn't want to come back for a second one. Which might have some, place in reality, because if you listen to the podcast that they had going for a little while after the series ended, when they got Akiba Blue and Akiba Yellow onto the podcast and everything, she had said how she thought that the show did end on a fairly good note, and that she basically just kind of did it as a job and everything, but she did have fun, but she didn't really have that much deep, connection to the show, I suppose. We will have to see exactly where that goes, but here's hoping that the new season will be just as good as the last one, even if our karate fighting girl doesn't show up again. That being said, in other news, the Akiba Rangers also have a kind of suit change. They all kind of get upgrades and whatnot. Akiba Red gets a crazy single shoulder pad, which looks kind of like a weird robotic moe hug pillow. It's kind of weird. I don't really know anything about it, and a lot of people are saying how they want it to talk. And maybe I also want it to talk. I'm scared of it talking. I'm scared of the idea of it talking. Akiba Yellow, on the other hand, gets two, like, hair buns in the place of her two kind of, ponytails that were coming out of the side of her helmet. And, Akiba Blue, still has the single ponytail in the back, but it's a lot more, like, rounded. It's more rounded and, I don't know, bubbly, I guess? It's hard to explain, I suppose. But, yeah, that's basically how, that seems to be going down as far as, Akiba Ranger goes. Unfortunately, I'm still pretty bummed that Blue, the original Blue, isn't coming back, but hopefully they'll make light of it in the actual show. Otherwise, it'll just kind of feel not quite right. But here's hoping. Here's hoping. Another thing is that, new, figure arts have been previewed all over the place recently. I'll just name a few of them as we, just kind of go through them, I guess. Figure Arts, SH Figure Arts, Medusa Phantom came out. Well, at least the preview for it, I should say. And, that looks really, it looks really good. It looks about as good as, the Phoenix Phantom one did. So now you can have the main two, Phantoms, that work under, the Wise Man and everything. Well, you can't have it right now, but you can have it soon. Point is, next one is, SH Figure Arts Akiba Red Season 2. So, you can basically have the, new version of Akiba Red, for yourself, and it looks pretty cool. One detail of it that, didn't get really shown before, in the other preview pictures for, Akiba Red Season 2 version, is that the shoulder pad has a scarf coming out of it, and it's red now, so he just has a red, longer scarf than he did before, which is pretty cool. I like that. So that's one thing to look forward to. Other things are SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Beast, Kamen Rider Wizard Water Dragon Form, Kamen Rider Wizard Hurricane Dragon Form, and Land Dragon Form got previewed as well. So, I'm pretty sure at this point the full set of Kamen Rider Wizard SH Figure Arts have kind of come out and been a thing. So that's pretty exciting. Some new images of the Garo, the new Garo movie are out at the moment. So try and look those up there on JE Fusion So, check that out. And one last bit of news is also SH Figure Arts related, but Dilu Knight from Akiba Ranger Season 1 got previewed as an SH Figure Arts as well, and dang, he looks really pretty. I really liked how he looked in the show, and he's probably looking pretty good in this as well, so just be excited about him. He'll be pretty good. So, with that, we pretty much have everything that we really kind of missed over the past few weeks. Wasn't a ton of news, I suppose, but it was enough for the moment, and it was a pretty good amount of news. Expect the next new episode, to be out pretty soon, and not to be just me kind of stumbling over my speaking a whole lot. At least not all by myself. But yeah, this has been Zack. If you have any questions, suggestions, or anything that you'd like to add to the podcast, please don't be scared to ask. Don't resist to ask. We will take everything into consideration, because we are still pretty new at this. And any help or any suggestions along the way would be very much appreciated. So I hope that you all enjoyed this and will enjoy the next episode, and we hope to get everything back on track pretty soon. But yeah, I think that's about it. Goodbye. I hope you have a nice day.